Hi, James De Mountfort, strength and conditioning coach here to talk about the crazy catch.
James, you've been using the crazy catch for a couple of years now.
Yep.
Who have you been using it with, and how have you been using it?
I've been using it with elite teams, and I've been using it in multiple ways. I've been using it obviously for your conventional hand-eye coordination drills, so being aware of if there are any nuances between the left and right side, for example. So we'll film them through a set time of, let's say, 1 minute to 2 minutes, and then balance that up with how many catches they've made on the left, how many catches they've made on the right. I'll also use it as a tool to keep them mentally switched on. So I'll go through a fatiguing drill first of all, and then use the crazy catch directly after that to see how that corresponds to the same amount of time which they did when they were fresh. So basically you can use it standard from sort of 2 meters away to 1 meter away, further away. We vary with coloured balls, so some of the harder balls we mix up with some of the softer balls. And basically the biggest asset it has is that it's the closest thing you're going to get to a real reaction in a real sport, in the sense that you cannot predict how the ball's going to come off. It's just a really accurate, whatever sport that you do, the first thing that you'll generally move will be your eye. So if you aren't working on your eye coordination, then you're definitely going to be in a negative position compared with any athlete that does. It's yeah, a fantastic piece of kit, and we use it a lot.
James, while you've been talking about using it for elite athletes,
yep,
could this be used right across for kids? Would there kids going into sport benefit from using a crazy catch?
Not only would it work for that, but it would work with the older generation. I'd use it with just to keep them mobile, because the whole thing about this is that it changes your reaction time. So with the older populations, I've used it just to keep them mentally switched on and keep their reactions sharp. But in times when they've come round to my house and I've had one out in the barbecue, generally nobody goes to the burgers because they spend most of the time on the crazy catch. And initially kids start on it first of all, but after a while the dads and mums push the kids to one side, and it's a fantastic, it's just a great stimulus, whatever the age group of it for. And for definite, kids will use it if they're maybe waiting on a subs bench while they're keep their hand-eye coordination drills nice and sharp, and just to work certainly on improving their hand-eye coordination drills. You can go up not just from ping pong size, well, tennis ball size, you can use up to football size. So you can use it from goalkeepers in football to netball players. From golf, strangely enough, they're very successful in that. They need amazing hand-eye coordination even though the ball initially is static. So there's not anything that wouldn't benefit.